Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab in the wee hours of the morning where I do what I do for you. Yeah, it's 3:40. We good. Let's do what I do for you. Right isn't 25 rules live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. Message in the story for life. These are life lessons I'm giving them, and man, they must be doing something because you keep tuning to receive them. Let's rock. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, doggone it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate every individual to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Get to know yourself a little bit better. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my goal for my right thinkers to do just that. Your job is to get the lesson, use them, and know yourself. Let's go. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple and honest. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Stay tuned. I got you. A person who knows not and believes that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is asleep. Most people are this time in the morning, but I'm the human law. I'm the spiritual law clock. I'm here to wake you up with knowledge of self. Let's go. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons, they reside in you, right thinkers. Know thyself, and to my eye, be true. Today, we're going to talk about me, my alter ego. It started out being my three favorite things, but I changed it to P Funk's Trinity. And that is learning, living, and teaching. Let's talk about it. All right. Yeah, this is my Trinity. And it's called gaining, it's my Trinity of gaining wisdom for yourself. You learn first, get the information you gather, put your time in to learn it. And as you learn it, you implement it in your daily life. Hence, you perfecting it now. Why? Because you're taking it from reading, incorporating, and comprehending to actually manifesting it and seeing if it works. Now you can do what? You can teach it. That's right thinking philosophy is based on just that. My ability to learn, live, and teach. Those are my three favorite things. Let's go. Yeah, I have a drug dealer's mentality, and I keep telling you, before I made any sales, the drug that I was going to do, I sampled it. After sampling it, I approved it. And after approving it, when I know just what I can do with it, I sold it. So it haven't changed. I still do the same things pretty much the same way. Why? Because the results always work out if you take the measurements. You can take out the nonsense and the guesswork by doing those steps. I've been using them all my life. Yeah, with my knowledge, I do the same thing. I learn it. I apply it by trying it, living it, aka. But most importantly, after that, it's only after that when I teach it. I don't teach what I'm learning. I don't teach pretty much what I'm living when I'm applying it. I only teach it after I get it, understand it, so now I can give it to you. Why? I know what it is. That's the drug mentality. My drug mentality is I've always taken care of my people. Why? I'm trying to help you to come back. Okay, it's on the returns. I want to make sure it's right for you. All right. If you're doing, if you're going to serve something, okay, make sure what you're serving, you know what it is. I don't know who the drug dealer that's selling that fentanyl. My man, that's poison. When they were doing the dope thing and cutting with the quinine back in the day, you had to do it right. Why? Because if you did it wrong, somebody get hurt. Death. I never lost a customer to an overdose of my drug. Never lost a worker for me to overdose for other drugs or rob or locked up. So protection is also important in the drug game. Here you go. Excuse me about that. But yeah, but the things I like to do, I still do it the same way. That's the point. The knowledge I teach is what? The knowledge that I acquired through my phases, learning, living, before I give it. Before I teach it to you, I don't put it to the test. So if I'm telling it to you, don't even worry about if I say shoot, just pull the trigger. I took care of all the work. Shoot. It's a duck. Shoot it. All right. And my man say, just follow my order. When I say shoot, just shoot. Okay. Don't ask no question. Okay. When you say shoot, I'm shooting. So I got the same concept. Learning the art of obtaining useful knowledge, aka I took spiritual truths to live by, acquiring them, learning them, living them. Now I teach them. That's the difference. In the philosophy, it's still the same. Okay, you can learn a lot of things, but learning about yourself is life's best lesson. Every individual can learn from that. And life teaches you that. That's the whole point. So if you're going to learn, and if we know ignorance and lack of knowledge is what's destroying us for the last over 400 years or 2,000 years, whatever, but why have we made obtaining knowledge a priority for us as a people? I'm trying to keep level headed about that, but I guess I really get infuriated. That infuriates the hell out of me because y'all quote it, y'all say it, y'all know it. I got a lesson coming up on problems too. Another lesson, but yeah. Learning, okay, we know that. Okay, I'm a student of life, as I keep telling you that. That is, I live right daily. I also do what is right daily. I want you to see, hear, and understand what's right daily. So that's my job, to do it daily. If you put your study time in daily and to learn your spiritual truths, you will what? Get better when daily at what? Being you. Until you become your best self, you shouldn't have no advice for nobody but yourself. The advice that you give, if you ain't use it, don't give it. Take all the advice that you would give to somebody else and you give it to yourself. And once you master that, now you can give all the advice you want. You can just willy-nilly with the advice. Why? Because you're using it and you're living it. If you ain't doing those two things, don't give it. If you want to do better, what you need to do is what? Learn what? Spiritual truths, aka right thinking philosophy, and live them. What I give you, you can live by. That's the purpose of me giving it to you. Not to just say, well, I went to class and he said some good stuff and it sounded good. It made sense. That's a waste of both of our time. I have knowledge of what? A lot of things, yeah. But I am a master of the knowledge that I have obtained. I'm not giving you something that I think I know about or I heard about. Nope. Just what I've mastered. So a lot of stuff I know about. I ain't saying I mastered everything I know. After you learn something and you employ it in your daily life, aka live it, that's how you master it. You can't master it reading it. You can't master it thinking about it. You can't master it, well, believing. No. Action. Learning spiritual truth is just the first phase of the process. You have to live them. And learning is the first phase. You can't live something you don't know. Learn first. 35 years ago, I started learning Egyptian yoga, aka Egyptian mystery system, Shita, Nana, Semi-Tawi, Maya philosophy. That was 35 years ago. I didn't talk about that 35 years ago. I learned it. I lived it. I practiced it. I learned to perfect it. For the last 7 years, I've been teaching it. Okay? And listen, once I learned it, I started using it. When? Daily. Again, if you're going to do something and it's not going to be done on the daily, it don't need waste your time doing it. If it's not going to be done daily, you got to remember, put that daily in there. Why? It lets you know, I got to do this again tomorrow. So daily is an important requirement. And after a few years of daily practicing, I got good at it. And you will too if you put forth the same concept daily. Some people learn quicker, some people take a little while. But if you start the practice and you do it daily, you will get good at it. Well, you should. Everybody's different. But let me move on. Now, my spiritual lifestyle, aka spiritual discipline, where I live, come from what? My practicing of what? Learning to prove that it works from my philosophical points of views, work by me what? Living them, proving and manifesting them for myself before I give it to you. I made sure of that. Again, that's that drug dealer mentality. Before you get it, I done did it. Again, when I was working UPS, our supervisor, before you got into that truck, I gave you all the information, all the knowledge you need to do that, and then I held you accountable. And when you needed help, I came and assist you with it. Why? Because I can do it just as good as you can. If not better, personally. Yeah, that's the whole point. I'm a master loader at UPS. Okay? Whatever I did on a regular basis, I got good at it. Now I'm working on that in life every day. I want to get better at living. So I practice every day, daily. Okay, so again, it don't change and it won't change. That's how it's got to be done. That's how it works. Where we at? Now, for years, watch this, I was seen as different, walk around carrying books everywhere you went. Everywhere I went, I had a book in my hand. Everywhere I went. Why? Because in my downtime, I acquired knowledge, information. And while I acquired it, I started to use it, manifesting the using concept that I learned to see how it worked and if it worked. Now this is the end result of that 35-year journey that I put all that time work and had no idea where it was leading me, where I was going, but I did that. Now, like my sister said, you had to do that to get where you are. Bam! I get it. Let's go. Once you get good, or once you master what you learn, that's right thinking philosophy. Being good at what you need to be good at for yourself. Everybody ain't gonna be a right thinking philosophy teacher. I know that, but you can learn the philosophical concept I teach and be your best self. I do know that too. If you tried it, you would know it too. Okay, here you go. Let me get this. Oh man, I remember a little long. Okay, here you go. When I was considered to be a master right thinker, I knew it was time to what? Teach what I knew. I call myself a master teacher because I have mastered the knowledge that I need to be called a master of why. I'm teaching what I mastered. Self. In the Egyptian yoga system, it takes 20 years of what? Studying to obtain mastery of self. And 20 more years of studying to become a grand master of self. So the preparation, the approval of studying lessons don't stop. According to my numbers, 5 more years, they put $1,000 on top of that. Oh, buddy. Ego tripping. Slow down. Back up. Okay, there you go. Relax. Yeah, I put in my 20 years plus to what? Become a spiritual master of self. Now I teach others so that they can become masters of self. When I get enough masters of self that I've taught and I tutored, then and it'll be about 5 more years, and that would be grand. Right thinking philosophy is what? All about being your best you can be. Like me, be all you can be. Remember that phrase from the Army? Come join the Army, be all you can be. Come be a right thinker and be all you can be. I ain't gassing you, okay? I'm being straight with you. I ain't trying to get you on some, no, trust me. To be your best self, you need to know yourself. And I'll teach you that. That's why. Join me and become your best self. Be all you can be, okay? Let me wrap this up. Right? Okay, last one. First of all, I learn it. My favorite 3. You learn it, you live it, and after you master it, then you have the right to teach it. That's right thinking philosophy in a nutshell. Let me wrap this up for you. Right thinking philosophy is what? The results of my many years of learning, living, and mastering myself with what? Knowledge of self, aka spiritual truths. If we taught our story, the original story, to our young and let them lead the way, wake up, like my man said, but we are teaching our young. That's the biggest problem I have. I want to get to my young people. Why? Because if they got the truth, they're going to take it and run with it. I ain't got to keep fighting with y'all to get the truth. They're going to take it. They ain't going to fight. They ain't going to push. They're going to take it. But we don't give them the truth, so they got to figure it out for themselves. We all had to figure out what I was told was all wrong. Stop teaching them the wrong stuff. I call right thinking philosophy, again, spiritual gumbo. Why? Because like gumbo, I have a little bit of everything in it that's good. I give you a taste of religious concepts. Yeah, that works. Not all of them, but I have taken the good parts of what I understand to be from their perspective, and I incorporate that too. Why? I'm not anti nobody or nothing. If it's not good, I'm anti that. If it's wrong, if it's a lie, I'm anti that. I'm not going to push that. I produce and manufacture truth from my understanding and my concepts. So I'm not going to push what I know not to be true. Ain't happening. I was told you won't get rich telling the truth. Okay, but I ain't trying to get rich. I'm just trying to tell the truth. Okay, they don't go together. So be it. Last one. Right thinking philosophy has all positive concepts of all religious concepts. I use what I can to get my point across and educate my right thinkers, like Malcolm said, by any means necessary. I'm not going to not use what I know can work to teach my people. So I'll take them all. Yeah, you call me Paul. I know them all. You can too. I'll help you with that too. I'll be back. I got you.